Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 with me, Pew Pew Choo Choo. So in the last episode, we pressed back against the Allied invasion force inside Spain, and it looks like there's still some remnants of that force over here, but overall we've won the front and we successfully destroyed a large amount of British troops. I decided to invade the United Kingdom, seeing as that is their base of operations inside Europe, and if we can eliminate that, then invading or defending against the Americans would be so much easier. And also the Soviet Union declared war on us. You can see that the Allied espionage people have been inciting quite a few revolts on Yugoslavia and the bordering places. I'm going to use this time to pretty much switch our troops around. I do have a lot of troops deployed here, but what I want to do is I want to move all of these units back here. I just want to hold them off inside the provinces, inside the south. So I want to deploy them right over here. And that's simply because I need to solidify my positions with these troops and then hopefully make enough of a gap inside the enemy's lines to just kind of force their troops to move backwards. And it looks like the Russian AI is also in a state of panic, seeing as they are also moving their troops back. I want these troops to form up inside Romania, so I think I'll do that. It looks like we gained some expeditionary forces from Germany. That normally happens when the game AI just doesn't really know what to do. It's kind of odd, kind of works. It looks like the Soviet Union is getting ready for a full-out offensive. So I want to pretty much start off by transporting some more troops into Plymouth right away. The more troops I can get there, the better. This is because normally the British don't really have much of an army. The AI for them focuses on air power and naval strength rather heavily. Looks like we're in a bit of a jiffy here. I guess we'll move up and then sweep into the base. So let's pause there and transport. There we go. So now we have some more troops there. I'm not that worried about the Soviet Union just yet. I'm pretty sure the German troops that are going over there can handle themselves. So I think we're in pretty safe hands. I'm a little worried about this blob right here, but I'm pretty sure once we cut them off, then they'll become less of a problem. So let's pretty much accelerate that process here. Let's get our troops to pretty much move like that and essentially secure the ports here. Yeah, they're going to be making quite a few pushes. So we're pretty much just going to be trying to stem off the Russians with their units right here. I'm thinking about giving these to the German command so that the Germans can kind of better utilize these troops. Maybe that is the better option to go with at the moment. Uh-oh. We're losing quite a few units here, but it should be alright in the short term. I mean, we can simply replace those units right away. I'm actually going to get our units to strategically redeploy themselves back over here. So we suffered a few losses. That's not that bad. I mean, when you consider the situation on the whole front, stuff happens. So we're going to pull those troops back for now. We're going to focus on winning the northern front over here. So I want to keep a fair amount of troops here. Let's keep 3 units there. And the rest of the troops will be moving out. Oh yes, and for Commander Supreme Command Africa, I'm going to get them to go on attacking stance, and I want them to take some of the territories, some of the VP territories inside the Soviet Union, just on the borders of the Caucasus Mountains and the Afghanistan region. So I'm going to get them to take that. I'm pretty sure the Japanese troops are moving upwards, so they'll be opening up a second front somewhere around Vladivostok. That's actually the only city I know on the other side of Russia. That's the only reason I mentioned it. So they're going to be making a push there. That'll probably bring some of their troops here. They'll kind of cause the AI to panic and send them all the way across the country to intercept them, which is very good for us. Now, as for this pocket, we need to close them off somehow, because we don't want them to constantly land troops onto our territories. We need some boats to just kind of close them off. So I'm going to get these 4 destroyers to, well, first and foremost, rebase here. And then once they get there, I'll get them to rebase once again inside the... I'll get them to pretty much move over here and block up the ports, which should seal those units in. I'm trying to pretty much control all the ports inside this little gap right here. What I don't want to see happen is I don't want our units to pretty much control all the landmass but none of the ports. If we can control the ports, what will happen is that the American landing fleets won't have a easy time to get through all of our units, so it kind of makes it a little more difficult for them. Get my production stuff set up. There we go. And on this front, I'm just hoping that we can pretty much hold up the front for now. If we need to pull back, then I guess we do need to pull back. But it will really become a sitting war. Let's actually get this command to pretty much go on the offensive and take those 2 cities like that. So the AI is going to micromanage that for us. We're going to detach them. We're going to detach these troops right here, and we're going to create another army, a 3rd army, which will be another expeditionary force, which will go into Britain, which will hopefully indirectly kind of help out that front. Now where are my sea forces? So these people are still here. I don't know why they are still carrying all of these troops. Alright, that's right. We need to disconnect them and then order them to rebase. Maybe it just didn't drop the troops the first time, and we need to disconnect 4th army as well. So that should work now. There we go, perfect. These two troops should wait there, and then I want those troops to attack London and then hop onto Dover. These 2 divisions should disconnect them first and foremost. They should be going around like that, and I'll get them to join the closest group, so that'll be Army 4. Like that. There we go. Now with the Hungarian-German force, whatever the hell it is, because they've been switching places, that force should be able to indirectly influence this whole entire front now that it is here instead of here. This pocket is going to grow larger, that's no doubt there. But we're going to have to kind of let it grow to defeat the Soviet forces. I'm just going to prioritize our ports like that. Prioritize the landing locations where the allies seem to like to come on land, and just pretty much let the AI micromanage that, and looks like we're kind of winning here. So we're going to just let that go and focus on the immediate objective, which is over here. Where are those transport ships? Should be over here. There we go. That's rather odd. Why is the 15th core like that? Okay, there we go. If we disconnect the 15th core, it should do that, no? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, now it should work. Now we should be able to move all of these units kind of freely. I'm still trying to sort out where all of our mountain troops are, but it looks like we've finally got it down. Kind of. We'll just do that. Quickly reorganize this into a fighting force. And move them towards Coventry. Let's see why the fighting in London is so tough. Okay, so we're actually gaining some speed now. We're destroying their morale, and once that breaks, they'll lose the tile. So now we have control of London. Let's switch to the VP map mode and check just how long the UK has. So they're still holding out. We've managed to capture London. That'll give us tons of resources to kind of use. And for production, we're building tanks. We can't really build any more infantry, which is the bad thing. We're at a point where if we keep building infantry, then we won't have any more points to kind of reinforce our troops. And I don't want that to happen, so we're just going to leave that like it is right now. Front's decent over here, it's decent everywhere else. Inside Manchukuo, it looks like the Japanese are making some major breakthroughs and actually cornered this little pocket of troops. So that is actually very good. They are opening up a large front here, and I assume, if you look at the little arrows, the green arrows on the troops here, you can see that a few of them are going backwards, so they're going to go on a long hike over here to resupply Manchukuo. That's going to consume a lot of time, and that is kind of pretty much dead on what we want to happen. Okay, so let's see, where are those objective map markers? I have to like completely reassemble my army to get the organization thing down, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna go like that. We're going to sweep up and grab that port. So far we haven't really met any organized resistance apart from these HQ units and these garrisons. What I presume happened was that either the British AI thought that building pretty much all aircraft and naval craft was worth it. I mean, the AI only has about 200 IC for them, right? So it isn't that much. Or maybe all their forces are pretty much these American expeditionary forces now. So they pretty much removed themselves from the conflict like that. Let's see where our main troops are. Okay, so they're fighting a large front war. I'm going to get 25th Corps to join up with the Supreme Command. I'm going to give them 10 more divisions to play around with, so that should help them out by quite a bit. And I think I'll start researching 1944 weapons like that. And I believe we still have one more corps to deploy, so I will bring up some more troops from over here. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we don't have another corps of troops to bring up, although we have one more division. I'm going to bring the fleet back anyways. With the current amount of troops, I'm pretty sure we can take over the rest of London, the rest of Great Britain, provided that the resistance is as light as it is right now. What are we building too much of? We don't need this, don't need that. We finished building quite a lot of ships for the Navy, which is very good. I'm going to switch paces here, and I'm actually going to start building some tactical bomber squadrons. I'm actually going to be building an absolute ton of them. So I want to be grouping these things up in threes. So I'll buy 12 of them, or I'll build 12 of them. No, I can't even afford that. I'll build 6 of them, and I'll build 3 pairs of them. So in 2 years we'll have a excellent bomber force. That's what I aim to go on. And just really leave it like that. Inefficient research. Our research is too advanced now. So now we're going to get a few more airplane techs just to help us with that bomber goal. That's what we want to do later on. So we're going to get some bomb developments going. We're going to get that, and if you've been noticing, the pattern between all of these technologies is that overall the effectiveness of the unit goes up if you research all of the techs. However, if you only research one, it doesn't necessarily improve very much. So we're going to grab those, and grab this one as well. And that's pretty much what we're going to focus on with research, grabbing a few of those naval techs. Let's move the HQ up. And holy heck, we gained a lot of rare materials. We have an absolute ton now. On the Russian front, we've made minor gains into Russia. Romania is kind of losing the front now. However, it looks like Germany is going to make another push and hopefully be inside Russia by the end of the year. Looks like the Russians are finally bringing troops over here, and in Manchukuo the pocket tightens around Vladivostok, so that is very good. And I'm going to try to destroy this unit. What are the last few command posts inside Great Britain? So these two need to go right away. Mountain troops here will also assist them in capturing those locations. And let's just do a quick spin around the block like that and come back. We can get this troop to go over there. These troops can move up. And we should do that. And I believe that'll secure our zone of influence. So how exactly do we plan on winning this campaign of sorts? How do we win this game exactly? Well, right now if I open the the victory conditions, we have 4 conditions out of 5 really. So right now we're in the lead, and if we just grab all of these, then we pretty much win the game, right? As of the current, we have quite a lot of the victory points, so by default we are the victors at the moment. What I think I'll do is that if we continue to pretty much hold up the pace like it is right now, I know that Germany didn't initiate the Operation Barbarossa event, which I'm not really sure if we can accomplish this one or this one now. Actually, these are based on location, so it should be alright. Anywho, when we reach around 1946, we'll kind of reevaluate the situation, seeing as if we get bogged down with Russia at that stage, it really means that we're at a stalemate. No one side can win, which is kind of strange. Oh yes, there's still a division of troops here. Okay, well then in that case we're going to get the mountain troops here to form up. No, 18th Corps. Oh, that's rather strange. The AI is keeping a whole list of troops here, just keeping them there for some reason. In that case, we're going to kind of redefine our theater? Can we do that? No. Okay. Okay, fair enough. We've contained the enemy here, so their troop quantity is lightening up. This pocket should be destroyed very soon. I'm still hoping for like a quick victory inside Russia, so that the borders will be going back to how it started with. But I have a feeling eventually Russia is going to grind to a halt, simply because it has a three-front war, one here, one in the Caucasus, I guess a four-front war, seeing as this area could be considered one, and it also has the Manchukuo front to work with, so gradually we're going to be winning that. The only threat right now is the Americans building a whole heck ton of troops and pretty much steamrolling us. I know it doesn't seem like all that much right now, but eventually when the Americans pick up pace, it isn't just going to be a small invasion force like this. It's going to be an absolute crap load of troops coming our way, and that's what really devastates us. Now, I don't need all of my IC for much. I know I'm building those Air Force troops, but I'm not necessarily sure if we absolutely need those right now. We could hold up production on that for just a little bit and kind of see what happens before we move forward with that plan. And I don't really know if I should do that or not. I think it'll be a good idea, so maybe. The UK is going to go in a few minutes. They're going to be left with the VP at Belfast, and I'm going to take that with a small force later on. Not right now though. Or maybe right now. I'll get the Navy, which is here, to, well, they can't really load up any troops because they're all under the AI's command right now. So I'll actually move them over here. Now the seas should be fairly cleared by now, seeing as we've been nabbing ports left and right, and that's going to hinder the British's power to resupply their navy. And as soon as we capture the ports, they pretty much push all of the enemy ships out, so that's another thing. Ooh. That is very good. We took out two American transports, and those obviously should have some troops on them. So indirectly, we may have destroyed some American forces like that. Alright, well the Navy is here. I can only spare one division because I still want to maintain port control. I feel like that's very important to control all the ports inside the main places around London. So I'm actually going to get this troop to board up here, and I'm going to send them to invade the coast of Belfast. Like that. And let's see if we're going to win this or not. So, Knight modifier, that's a combined arms force, so that's going to do quite a little bit of damage. It looks like we're going to lose that fight. So what I can do is that I can get our naval transport force back over there, and hopefully, I remember this working in the original game, maybe they changed it, but you could bail back onto the carriers, so I think that's what I'm going to do right here. Oh, it looks like you still can do that. So I'm going to get our troops to pretty much retreat off this place. It looks like we're going to need way more troops to move on to that small island. Come on, get on the boats already. There we go. Okay, so now that they're back on, we're going to move them into like pretty much the nearest port. So let's do that. How's the front looking? There's still this bulge right here. There's an absolute ton of troops, of Russian troops, but it looks like they keep on pretty much disappearing. They keep on shifting their troops around the different fronts, so we have a pretty good chance of winning. Once we crush this little bubble with, if the Japanese crush that little bubble, they're going to start moving and sweeping throughout the back of the Soviet Union, and that'll slowly but eventually reach this pocket right here of their rare materials, and that's going to slowly but surely take away their advantage, and then sooner or later we're bound to win that war. So that's pretty much what we're going to be waiting on. We could really use some reinforcements up here. I think I'm actually out of time for this part, so I think I'll see you guys later on. Next time I'll probably reinforce the British front with some more troops, take this entire space over, and then really just go from there. So, until then, bye-bye.